I played tennis in college and in high school. I played a lot of other sports, but I did play on the tennis team during my college career, and it was a great challenge for me on a daily basis to try to get better every day. I loved competing, and through competition and through being a part of a team, I developed friendships that lasted well beyond my college years. And also from a personal standpoint, I gained some notoriety at my institution from my tennis career.
How did you get involved in athletics?
I was a physical education major in college. I thought that I would teach physical education probably on the high school level. And I just got very lucky really through my tennis career that I received a graduate internship at my institution where I got my undergraduate degree, Queens College. And I was able to teach courses, get my master's, and immediately out of college applied for a position at Brooklyn College as an assistant director of athletics and recreation. I was there for 3 years, and one day I was in a meeting with my boss, the then athletic director, and on his desk I noticed a position vacancy at William Paterson College at the time. I was familiar with the institution because I had played at William Paterson as a college tennis player. And being from New York City, being from Queens particularly, it was like going to the country, coming to William Paterson. The tennis program here in the 80s was nationally renowned, so I had a tremendous respect for the athletic program. Applied for the position, which at the time was Assistant Director of Athletics, went through the process, and a short 31 years later, I'm still here. As the athletic director, I'm responsible for the overall operation of the department. We have 13 intercollegiate sports, approximately 350 student athletes, and one of my primary responsibilities is making sure we're in compliance with all NCAA rules, NJAC conference rules, fiscal management, making sure we're doing all of purchasing by guidelines, and most importantly, to set a tone and lead the department for the good of our student athletes, to make sure that we're doing the right thing for our student athletes in terms of their overall safety, health, and well-being, and obviously through all that we hope to win our fair share of games. My greatest times here, although it was some time ago, was being a part of, in some small way, the 1992 and 1996 national championships that our baseball team won, traveling with them and being part of those celebrations. That's the best that you can do, is being the best of what you do in the country. So those were the highest highs. And we've also achieved a lot, I think, off the field and out of the pool, outside of the athletic arena, in terms of some of the things we've tried to do as a department, like getting involved with the Hero campaign. That's been a big push from our field hockey coach. We also try to do a lot of community service and recognize that there are other people in much greater need than we are. And we've also really tried to work on the academic success of our student athletes. So I think those are, at the end of the day, the most important achievements. The most difficult part about my job is losing. We're obviously competitive, and that's why we do what we do. And in athletics, the scoreboard tells the ultimate story. I don't take losing very well. I know myself pretty well, so I tend to just walk away and not say something I will regret after a tough loss. But it's hard for me to see our student athletes disappointed, see our coaching staff disappointed, and I still take it professionally, personally, because I always want us to do more, do better, and be more successful.
Any closing things, any inspiring things that you might think of?
Well, I would say probably when you talk to me about the best part of my job and my work here, it's really the relationships you develop. If you could impact a student athlete or a coach, particularly when alums come back and they see the progress and the change, and you get to see how they've grown and developed. If in some small way you feel like you've impacted them, at the end of the day, that's really what's meaningful about your work.